You wake up and feel it again, that silence, that quiet reminder that no one is calling, no one is checking in, no one is showing up to make your life easier. There's no cavalry on the horizon. The universe isn't about to throw you a lifeline. And for a long time, you held on to this fantasy that maybe, just maybe, someone would come into your life and flip a switch, maybe a mentor, maybe a partner, maybe luck, maybe God. But as days turned into weeks, and weeks into years, the fantasy cracked. You realized the bitter truth. No one is coming to save you. It's all on you. And while that truth stings at first, it's the most liberating realization you'll ever experience, because once you stop expecting the world to fix you, you begin fixing yourself. Most people never get there. They spend their entire lives outsourcing their power, blaming their parents, their past, the economy, the government, their ex, the weather, their genetics, anything to avoid the mirror. Because the mirror shows them who's really responsible. You. It's always been you. And no matter how much you try to mask it with distractions, deep down, your soul knows the truth. You were meant for more. But you're not doing the work. You scroll, you wish, you daydream, you post quotes, but you don't execute. And that's what separates the dreamers from the doers. Execution, painful, repetitive, lonely execution. And the reason so many avoid it is because we were raised in systems that taught us to obey, not to lead. From childhood, we're told to sit down, follow rules, wait for permission. We're programmed to believe that someone older, smarter, more experienced will eventually take care of things. That the government will provide. That a company will hire us. That a partner will complete us. That a friend will understand us. But what happens when none of that shows up? What happens when you're alone in a one-bedroom apartment with unpaid bills, broken dreams, and a hollow ache in your chest that no one else can feel? That's when life tests you. That's when you either fold or forge. That's when you look around, see that no one is coming, and decide to become the one you were waiting for. Take Steve Jobs, for example. He was adopted, dropped out of college, fired from his own company, and diagnosed with terminal cancer. At every turn, life told him to quit. But he didn't wait for a handout. He built his own table. Or look at Oprah. Abused, abandoned, ridiculed. No one was there to hug her at night or tell her she mattered. She built her value in the silence. She rose from trauma, not because someone told her she could, but because she told herself she must. Elon Musk was born in apartheid South Africa. Bullied, broke, sleeping on the floor in Silicon Valley. Borrowing money to eat, nearly bankrupt from failed rocket launches. But he didn't retreat. He kept building, kept betting on himself when no one else would. Kobe Bryant used to show up at the gym at 4 a.m. while his teammates were still dreaming. He didn't want applause. He wanted greatness. And greatness, he knew, doesn't respond to wishful thinking. It responds to sweat, obsession, repetition. These people weren't born special. They just stopped waiting. They looked at the empty room, the silence, the loneliness, the lack of support, and said, "So what?" And that's where most people fail. They expect applause while they're still practicing. They expect credit for the effort, even when there's no result. But the world doesn't reward potential. It rewards proof. You're not entitled to your dream. You're responsible for it. And responsibility is terrifying because it removes every excuse. It means your health, your habits, your income, your environment, your relationships, all of it is in your hands. Not fate's, not luck's. Yours, and that's where the power lies. Because the moment you take full responsibility is the moment you take full control. Think about the moments that shaped you, the heartbreaks, the losses, the betrayals. At those moments, you begged for someone to make it right, but no one did. Me. And yet you're still here, breathing, watching this. which means you survived more than you give yourself credit for. And if you survived that, you can rebuild this. It won't be easy. The comeback never is. You'll wake up some days feeling like a fraud, like you're falling behind, like everyone else has it figured out. But the secret is they don't. They're just pretending louder. Everyone's winging it. Everyone's afraid. Everyone's fighting battles you can't see. The difference is, some people let fear paralyze them while others let it fuel them. Let it fuel you. Get up, move, start messy, start unprepared, start scared. But start. Because motion breeds clarity, and action destroys doubt. Don't wait to feel ready. Readiness is a myth. Just start. Open the laptop, send the message, cut the toxic friend, build the skill. Go to the gym, write the book, launch the business, leave the relationship, take the risk. Because 5 years from now, you'll either be proud of the discipline you showed or broken by the regret you didn't. Every day you delay is a day you donate to your own misery, and no one's coming to stop you. No one's going to force you to become your highest self. You have to decide. You have to build. You have to believe. Not in the world, not in luck, but in yourself. You want someone to believe in you? Be the first. Be the loudest. Be the most consistent. You want love? Become someone worth loving. You want wealth? Create more value than anyone around you. You want peace? Make the hard choices that align with your soul. Stop playing small to make others comfortable. Stop shrinking to fit spaces you've outgrown. Stop waiting for an invitation to live the life that's been calling you for years. This is your invitation. This is your permission. This is your sign. No one is coming. Not because they don't care, but because they can't walk your path for you. This journey is yours alone. And the moment you realize that, you'll stop crying for saviors and start becoming one. You'll stop blaming your parents, your city, your school, your ex, your trauma, and you'll start writing a new story, one decision at a time. You'll become dangerous, not because you harm others, but because you finally stopped harming yourself. You'll become unstoppable, not because you never fall, but because you rise like it's your religion. You'll become magnetic, not because you chase people, but because you chased purpose and became someone they can't ignore. The version of you you've always admired isn't somewhere out there waiting to be found. It's buried beneath your fear, your habits, your doubt. Dig. Keep digging. One page at a time, one rep at a time, one painful, awkward, lonely step at a time. Because on the other side of that pain is a power you've never met, a version of you that doesn't beg, doesn't wait, doesn't apologize for existing. And once you meet them, you'll never go back. You'll become your own source, your own coach, your own savior. Not out of pride, but out of purpose. And in doing so, you'll finally understand what real freedom feels like. Not comfort, not ease, not validation, but sovereignty. Independence, the kind of peace that no one can give or take away, because you earned it, because you bled for it, because you decided to save yourself. And the moment you made that decision, everything changed.